Good morning. It's Friday, October 24th. Here's what we're working on this morning. Canada is getting set for the World Series as Toronto takes on the LA Dodgers tonight.
When someone says,
Trump
let's
says trade talks with Canada are terminated over an anti-tariffs ad.
And the 6th annual Niagara Falls Spooky Awards is back. Welcome, Simone.
I know. Good morning. It's so nice to be on the desk. This is our first time on the desk together, so this is very exciting.
Very exciting.
And yeah, I'll be here for next week as well, and then Annette comes back on Friday.
Okay, awesome. And lots of stuff going on. We have the Jays.
Yep.
We have Spooky Awards happening.
Tie-Cats.
Tie-Cats tonight.
Yes.
What is not happening? Oh my gosh.
Really, huh? Yeah, it's going to be a busy weekend, and it's going to get a little bit better weather-wise for the weekend, a little bit better. So we're talking some sun finally tomorrow, some sun, and then a beautiful sunny day on Sunday. Yeah, today for the games. Now, we're looking at clouds and showers for the day today, but by later on, late this afternoon into the early evening hours, the showers, because it's just going to be intermittent chance of showers, will come to an end. The sky won't really clear, but at least the precipitation chance will be gone, and we'll get some fog patches. Today's high, once again, we can't seem to kick away that 11-degree high for the day, and that's the way it'll be today. That's the way it'll be tomorrow. Pretty much for Sunday as well, but at least we'll get some sunshine for the weekend. And by the way, we will be mentioning this throughout the morning, but that Go Transit is adding lots of extra trains, so make sure you check your schedule if you're going to the Jays game later on and you're getting home later. There'll be extra trains tonight. As far as traffic is concerned this morning, we're looking pretty good at the moment. That's the 403 on Waterdown Road. We have no problems with collisions, just a bit of volume in some areas, but nothing there. That's our 403. That's one of our exclusive cameras. How about some MTO traffic cameras? Nikola Tesla Boulevard, Burlington bound coming out of Stony Creek toward the Skyway towards us. That looks good. South of 2-0. Burloak doing fine. So we're a little cool to start the morning, so be aware of that. We're sitting at 4 degrees. We'll talk about weather and traffic coming up in a few minutes. Right now, the news.
All right, thanks, Brian. All eyes are on the Toronto Blue Jays tonight as they take on the Los Angeles Dodgers in Game 1 of the World Series. This will be the first time the Blue Jays will take part in the Fall Classic in 32 years. Both teams have named their starting pitchers for this game. The visiting Dodgers will start veteran Blake Snell. The Jays will have rookie Trey Savage on the mound. We'll have more details coming up in Sportsline.
U.S. President Donald Trump says he's terminating trade negotiations with Canada over a television ad campaign.
When someone says, let's impose tariffs on foreign imports, it looks like they're doing the patriotic thing by protecting American products and jobs.
The Ontario government paid about $75 million for the airtime across multiple American TV stations. The ad is using audio and video of former President Ronald Reagan speaking on tariffs in 1987. On social media, Trump says he's taking this action because the ad criticizes tariffs. Yesterday, the Ronald Reagan Presidential Foundation and Institute said Ontario's advertisements misrepresent the address. In a statement, Ontario Premier Doug Ford's office insisted the commercial used an unedited excerpt from one of Reagan's public addresses, which is available through the public domain.
The federal government has given General Motors a deadline. Industry Minister Melanie Joly says General Motors has 15 days to provide an update on the future of its Ingersoll plant. Joly says the workers deserve, quote, clarity and action. GM announced earlier this week that it's ending production of the Bright Drop electric delivery van in Ingersoll. The decision puts more than 1,000 jobs in jeopardy.
Meanwhile, Ottawa is moving to limit the number of vehicles General Motors and Stellantis can import tariff-free. It comes after this week's move by GM in Ingersoll and last week's announcement from Stellantis that it was moving its Jeep Compass production from Brampton to the United States. In April, the Canadian government imposed retaliatory tariffs on certain U.S. goods, but carved out exemptions for some automakers to bring specific numbers of vehicles into the country, known as remission quota.
A Welland courtroom heard from several police officers yesterday who were part of piecing together evidence in the 2021 killing of two women at a house party in Fort Erie. 27-year-old Toronto rapper Christopher Lucas is on trial for their deaths. Lucas has pleaded not guilty to 2 counts of second-degree murder in the shooting deaths of 18-year-old Christina Crooks from Toronto and 20-year-old Juliana Panunzio from Essex. Juliana's family was in the courtroom and told CHCH News that watching the trial is like reliving the day of her death all over again. The trial is expected to last up to 9 weeks and include about 35 witnesses.
Niagara police say a woman who was found dead in a Lincoln Park earlier this week was the victim of a homicide. Police closed off Charles Daly Park Wednesday for the investigation. The victim has been identified as a woman from outside the Niagara region. Police are withholding her identity until they've notified her family. Detectives are asking anyone who was in the park 24 hours prior to 11 a.m. on Tuesday to contact them, and the park has since reopened.
We have an update to a murder case in Simcoe. OPP say human remains found on October 16th are that of 49-year-old Robert Sykes, the second victim connected to a homicide investigation. Sykes was found in a wooded area off of Highway 6 west of Caledonia. Police say on October 5th, 71-year-old Barbara Morgan of Simcoe was murdered. 45-year-old Justin Morgan of Simcoe has been charged in that case.
Well, Niagara Falls is going to be a little spooky this morning. The 6th annual Spooky Awards have returned again this year, offering residents a chance to win one of 9 awards with their outdoor Halloween display. Voting officially starts tonight and goes throughout the weekend. And this event started during COVID, giving Niagara residents a chance to have a little fun while in lockdown. But it's grown over the past few years. 69 homes have entered this year, and each winner will receive a commemorative lawn sign, with the first place winners also getting a Spooky Awards trophy. Sean Cowan is in Niagara Falls this morning, and he'll have more details throughout the day. Prime Minister Mark Carney and Premier Doug Ford have made their World Series predictions.
Well, I'm going to be realistic, so I'll say the Jays in 6. Yeah, I'll say Jays in 6.
Yeah. That's like, yeah. Look, it's going to be. I was going to say I will second that, Jays in 6, but it's going to, yeah, it's going to go deep. It's going to be it's going to be a great series.
You heard it there first. Jays in 6. Carney headed to Rogers Centre yesterday, where he took in the Toronto Blue Jays practice. He reiterated his Jays in 6 prediction, and he also said he hasn't made a friendly wager on the series with U.S. President Donald Trump. As the first game of the World Series draws closer, the owner of Toronto Blue Jays is bringing back a campaign to help give away tickets and bring it home. Rogers launched the social media campaign yesterday. They'll be handing out 250 tickets for tonight's game. To win a chance, fans are asked to post a picture or video cheering on the team. And while watching Game 1, fans could be surprised by winning one of 520 tickets to take in Game 2 in person. Rogers will also be hosting a watch party at the Rogers Centre for Game 3 and 4. $15 tickets go on sale this morning at 10 a.m.
Sportsline, we are hours away from Game 1 of the World Series between the Jays and Dodgers at Rogers Centre. Tonight's game marks the first time in 32 years that Toronto will play in the Fall Classic, and rookie Trey Savage gets the start for the Bluebirds.
He pretty much called me into his office, said they have faith in me to run me out there in the first game, and I was fired up. Got up, hugged him, hugged Pete. I was very excited. I wake up every single morning, and I thank the Lord that I'm here in this situation, that he blessed me with this opportunity, and it's something I never even would have dreamed of, but I'm here now and I'm embracing it fully, and I'm so happy to be here.
The 22-year-old Savage debuted on September 15th and will be making his 4th postseason start opposite LA's Blake Snell.
man, there's a reason we're here and there's a reason they're there, you know? I think the one thing we cannot do is look over there and say that is Goliath. That is a beatable baseball team that has its flaws and that has its really, really good strengths. How we expose each of them will determine who wins the series. And I got all the confidence in the world in my guys.
First pitch tonight between the Blue Jays and the defending champion Dodgers is at 8 o'clock. Tiger Cats host the Red Blacks in the final regular season game at Hamilton Stadium tonight. Ticats head coach Scott Milanovich says they're not taking 4-13 Ottawa lightly.
Yeah, I expect them to perform the way we did last year. As pros, they'll play hard, try to build for the following season. You know, those guys are tough. They're you know, there's a lot of pride that's involved, and everybody wants to go into the offseason with a win.
Hamilton will clinch first place in the East Division and a bye into the East Final with a win tonight or a Montreal loss in Winnipeg tomorrow. As for tomorrow, McMaster visits Queens in the OUA football quarterfinals. Football and baseball will collide tonight at Hamilton Stadium.
Hey, Hamilton, Joe Carter here. And you know I love big games and big moments. And that's right, this Friday, the Tiger Cats are playing for first place. And check this out, you can also watch the Blue Jays live at the stadium in Game 1 of the World Series. Who could ask for more? Football, baseball, one epic night in Hamilton. Let's go Tiger Cats, let's go Blue Jays.
Let's go. Justin Herbert threw for 227 yards and 3 TDs as the Chargers railroaded the Vikings 37-10 to open Week 8 of the NFL season. The victory boosts LA's record to 5-3, and they're now into a virtual tie with Denver atop the AFC West. Minnesota fell to 3-4 with their second straight loss. They're in last in the NFC North. Hamilton Shea Gilgeous-Alexander scored a career-high 55 points as the Thunder won their second straight double overtime game to begin the season, 141-135 over Indiana, in a rematch of last year's NBA Finals. It was SGA's fifth time reaching the 50-point plateau, tying Russell Westbrook for most by an OKC player. The Thunder also became the first team ever to open the season with back-to-back double OT games. The Raptors host the Bucks at 6:30 tonight in their home opener.
Okay, 12 minutes after 6 o'clock. It is Friday. We made it. The weekend's coming up. We'll talk about the forecast for today on the weekend in a minute. But first of all, a look at traffic. Traffic this morning, well, being Friday, usually lights are on Fridays, and that's the way it is at the moment. The 403 and Waterdown Road doing fine. So let's go into St. Catharines, and then we'll come around the rest of the horseshoe. QEW at Welland, St. Catharines, doing fine. Nikola Tesla Boulevard, nothing's changed there. The 403 junction, so you're coming out of Hamilton towards us, going to either the QEW Niagara or continuing on to Brant Street's doing okay. Oakville fine, Cooksville Creek through Mississauga, nothing there. Please drive it carefully today. Let's get into the temperatures that we have at the moment. Temperature has just gone up a degree. We'll take that. So now we're sitting at 5 degrees, but the sky is cloudy. You know, we've got a fairly overcast sky to start. Winds are light. Humidity is fairly high. For school today, going to hit once again 11 degrees for the day, but not a lot of sunshine today. You could see the occasional glimmer every now and then, but otherwise we're looking at chance of showers. It's about a 40% chance of showers for the day. No problems with air quality risk today in the low risk category. Now, we've had this disturbance across the Great Lakes for the past number of days, but the good news, that high pressure system is finally going to move in for the weekend. It's going to start to clear up the skies. It'll still be fairly cloudy for tomorrow, but we'll see a bit of sun, and then we're getting into a nice clearing break as we get into Sunday with some sunshine. So today, cloudy skies generally, maybe a bit of sun. Well, Cayuga Simcoe could get some sun today, but otherwise we're looking at 9, 10 to 12 degrees today with that cloud shower scenario. Tonight, the showers should come to an end. Temperatures cool again, 1, 2 to 4 degrees. Bit of fog will develop. Showers will continue through Halton Peel, Toronto through the evening. And then tomorrow, we're going to get into some sunshine. Still a slim chance of a shower in the afternoon, but tomorrow, again, 11 degrees is the forecast high for the day. So 24th of October already, out the door, cloudy skies, light winds, temperature now 5. Long range, of course, coming up. Simone.
Thank you, Brian. Coming up after the break, August saw an uptick in retail spending in Canada. We'll break it down for you after the break. In overseas trading this morning, the Canadian dollar is down 1.5 points to 71.28 cents U.S. Gold down $81 an ounce, and oil is up 19 cents a barrel. In midday European trading, markets in London, Frankfurt, and Paris are all down across the board.
Asian markets were all up today, with Tokyo leading the way and Hong Kong and Shanghai following suit. North American markets posted modest gains yesterday. The TSX closed up 203 points, while the Dow gained 144 points, and the Nasdaq was up 201 points.
Canada's retail sales rose 1% to roughly $70 billion in August. Statistics Canada says it was helped by gains in the auto sector as sales at motor vehicle and parts dealers rose 1.8%. Sales at new car dealers gained more than 2% for the month, while sales at used car dealers rose 1.5%.
Air Canada is going toe-to-toe with rival Porter Airlines. It plans to launch flights to the U.S. out of Toronto's Island Airport in a bid to attract more business passengers. Air Canada says it'll fly planes between Billy Bishop Airport and New York City, Boston, Chicago, and Washington, D.C. next spring for a total of 10 daily return flights. It'll also ramp up its flight frequency to Montreal and Ottawa from the airport.
Toys R Us Canada has notified customers of a data breach, which it says may have compromised their personal information. In an email sent to shoppers yesterday, the toy store says it learned in late July that someone had posted information on the unindexed internet, claiming to have stolen from the business's databases. In its message to customers, the company says it hired cybersecurity experts to investigate. Toys R Us says the breached records may include the names, addresses, emails, and phone numbers of customers, but not passwords or credit card details.
The Parliamentary Budget Officer says federal assistance to help Canadians recover from natural disasters could increase by more than $1 billion over the next 10 years. In a new report, the watchdog projected costs of the disaster financial assistance arrangement will increase from about $881 million in the last fiscal year to more than $1.8 billion by 2034. The program helps provinces and territories recover from and respond to natural disasters, including floods, wildfires, and major storms. The PBO adds the average cost per disaster is much higher than it was 15 years ago, as storms have grown more powerful and the population has increased in high-risk areas.
Ferrero Rocher will add an expected 300 jobs as the company expands its Brantford plant. The $445 million expansion was officially opened yesterday. Company executives and other dignitaries were on hand to cut the ribbon. The facility will make Ferrero Rocher chocolate squares.
They say their number one workforce in North America is right here in Brantford. A lot of loyalty and in the employees, and a lot of innovation employees and determination.
It's a brand new product, first time in the world that Ferrero has launched a product first made outside of Europe. We chose to do it in Brantford for a number of reasons, mainly that we love the city, we love the workforce that we have here, the local supply.
Company also announced that the plant will be making the Nutella biscuit line. The old plant opened in 2006.
It's still unclear who is responsible for stealing more than $100 million worth of crown jewels from the Louvre in Paris. But French authorities say they have been able to track down DNA evidence from items outside the museum that the thieves may have left behind. Investigators found DNA evidence in a helmet and gloves that were left at the scene. Authorities say the thieves spent less than 4 minutes inside the Louvre on Sunday morning.
Taking a break right now. Brian is going to be back with traffic and your 7-day weather forecast. Stay with us.
6:23, good morning, Friday, October the 24th, and right into our traffic cameras, MTOs. This is the QEW at Mountain, kind of between Niagara Falls and St. Catharines. Very light volume. Coming off the Skyway Bridge toward North Shore Boulevard, all doing fine east of Burl Oak through to Mississauga at Sheridan, even the 403 at Dundas. No problems on the roads right now. Temperatures right now, Hamilton's temp has just come up to 5 degrees from 4 last hour, 6 Mississauga, 7 Grimsby, and for Toronto. Seasonal Royals now. 11 degrees for the daytime high, which is where we've been for the past number of days. 3 for the overnight low, so we're above seasonal now. Sometimes records for the day today, and yeah, we're looking at fairly gray skies with chance of showers. 5 for the first bell, 11 for after school. Oh, tonight, the football game, yeah, 8 degrees by kickoff. Should be, it's just going to be fairly cloudy. We should be able to kick away the precipitation, the slim chance that we have for the day today, and then cloudy and 7 for halftime and for the drive home. So the high once again, like yesterday, today 11 degrees with that cloud shower scenario. Down to 2 tonight. The fog will develop. Tomorrow 11 again. Maybe a bit of sunshine for the day tomorrow. And we'll call it a mainly cloudy sky with a slim chance of a shower in the afternoon. Beautiful days Sunday and Monday, 11 again. And then the temperatures get cooler. Sun for Tuesday, Wednesday, temperatures 8, 10, and then clouds for Thursday. It's your forecast. Simone, Rick.
Thanks, Brian. Well, it's an exciting day for sports, and Niagara Falls is getting in on the fun. The Falls will be lit up in Blue Jays blue today and tomorrow at 8 p.m., cheering on Toronto as they take the field in the World Series for the first time in 32 years.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. The special illuminations will coincide with the first pitch of games 1 and 2, both played in Toronto. The Falls were lit up in Toronto colors during the club's 2023 winter tour. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and pitcher Chris Bassett, along with mascot Ace, were among those who took in the sights.
Very exciting.
It's going to be a great celebration. And can you imagine, they're literally 4 to 7 games away from winning the whole thing. And I like the predictions of the Premier and the Prime Minister.
Yeah.
But I'm going Blue Jays in 7.
Blue Jays in 7? You think there's going to be a big, massive game on the 7th game?
On one Saturday, or 1 week from tomorrow, will be Game 7.
Could you imagine that win in Toronto?
Yes, I can. I'm imagining it right now.
Would it be a home game, or would it be?
Yes, absolutely. So first 2 games are in Toronto, then 3 in LA, and then the last 2 in Toronto.
That would be incredible.
Game 7, Toronto. Book it 1 week from tomorrow night.
Okay, you're saying Jays in 7.
Jays in 7, what do you say?
I think Jays in 6 is a little more of a safer bet. I'm going to go with that.
Okay.
I'm gonna side with the Prime Minister and Premier with this one. We'll see.
I'll take Jays in 4. I don't think that's going to happen, though.
Yes.
Dodgers are pretty good.
But tonight, all eyes are going to be on them, and
the Ticats as well.
And the Ticats, and we'll be at the Ticats game, but we'll be cheering them on. I got my blue on, so hopefully it's giving some good vibes to the Jays tonight.
Yes, go Jays, go, and Oski wee wee as well. Stay with us. More to come after the break here on Morning Live. Good morning.